Tommy's the one that gave us the name Rowdy Boys, mind you, which is why we call it.
Actually,
Really?
Andrew did.
No. I thought it was you.
I thought that it was you,
No, I got it from him.
and you got it from Tommy. That's fucking crazy.
Hold up, who got that white girl, save me a bump? Drew over there on the table, he slumped. Pringle dancing like Jamaican on rum. Teddy's in the bathroom taking a hold up. Who got that white girl, send me a line? Tamim got the hookah, he's taking his time. Tommy's wildin', I should break up that fight, but this is a day in the life of the Rowdy Boys. Gang, gang. Let me check my stance.
Hey, squad.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Rowdy Boys back in the building. Drew over here, Ted over there. Say what's up, Ted.
Yeah.
Look at that setup. Look at that setup.
Look at the setup. It's looking like the old days. It's looking like the good old days right now. Yeah, got the fucking got the galaxy behind me like back when I was in LA. Got the LEDs in this bitch. Damn, hold up. Should I do another house tour? Oh man, I might want to do another quick little run around.
Let's do it.
All right, let me do a quick little run around. I'm gonna do a quick little run around, y'all. I just want to show y'all motherfuckers in the YouTube world what I spent 2 hours fucking couple days ago put up all these fucking LEDs. Yeah. Now it's looking like a motherfucking nightclub. Yeah. Got the room. Oh my goodness. And I got the motherfucking living room. It's looking fucking futuristic in this bitch, y'all.
Show him some of that furnishing now. Show him some of the furnishing, because you didn't have that table and shit.
No, I did.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I had the couch. I don't think I had the TV mounted. I didn't have the TV mounted, though. So there it is right there, folks. Oh, yeah. We upgrading. One fucking day actually, one paycheck at a time.
Yeah.
One paycheck at a time. We upgrading this bitch. All right, that was a little quick little house tour. But, yeah, trying to bring y'all some damn quality to the Rowdy Boys channel.
And I know it's quality, guys, because like from my end, looking through it on my 6-year-old smartphone, it looks so crystal clean. So I know through that GoPro, once he puts this damn video together, it's gonna look real nice.
Oh yeah. Looking real good. And I'm just excited for what's to come. Cause if this is gonna be my angle for the podcast, y'all gonna see a whole bunch of like soundproof equipment back there. You're gonna see some more like canvas art. Oh yeah, that wasn't there before. I don't think that was there before. All right, one more thing. One more thing.
Yeah, that art.
I don't think this canvas was here before when I showed my last tour. Yeah, I got my damn debut album on a canvas print right there.
That's dope.
Yeah, Rowdy Boy.
I fuck with that.
Yes, sir. Rowdy Boy, that's the name of my fucking brotherhood, and that's the name of my debut album, and now it's on my fucking wall. It looks better when the lights are red, but you know, I feel like Rowdy Boy, the brand color right now is purple, so we rocking with purple. All right, we done. I'm done sucking my own dick.
No, man.
Right, let's get into it.
Bro, we might be a little rusty on this one, folks. Last week, bro, me and Ted, bro, we had a very, very busy schedule of work. And I was like fucking basically brain like fog, brain rot, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, dude, like I don't got the mental capacity to do this. So before we get into this, if you want us to pump out more content on a weekly and daily basis, and you don't want us to go through brain rot so we can entertain you, give you some of our good, helpful opinions, make sure to like the video, comment in the comment section below, share the video with a friend, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, right? All right. So, getting into the topic today, we kind of got this was supposed to be a video that me and Pringle shot because he wanted to do these topics. But Pringle, if you're watching, me and Ted stole the idea, so we're gonna have to come up with another one for you and me. So,
maybe next time, brother. Thanks for the idea.
yeah, it came in clutch because I was like, dang, dude, like, where's my talking points that I usually? Oh, it's right here. Oh, wait, it's supposed to be for me and Pringle. Nah, Ted, we're gonna have to use this one right here. But without further ado, right, first thing that I wanted to talk about, right, and then we'll jump into our second main point, right, the main enchilada, if you will. Bro, have you ever just realized, Ted, like some dudes just lie about the stupidest things just for like nothing, bro? Like lie to make themselves feel good. That's one thing. You shouldn't be doing that anyway. Stolen valor type of shit. And then another thing too, like it's just pointless lying, right? I just never understood like a guy. I never understood a guy that just lies out the ass about everything. Oh yeah, man, back in my day, I used to be, you know what I mean, benching 500, when obviously there is no muscular structure to say that you used to do this, right? Like, it's clearly obvious. Or like, oh man, dude, you know, I'm a hardworking blue collar guy, no calluses on the hand, shit like that. I'm like, bro, like, why y'all lying about this kind of stuff? You know what I mean? It's pointless.
Yeah, it really boils down to ego, I think. It boils down to ego, and a lot of guys, and I'm talking about like men specifically, because this kind of goes like both ways, but men specifically, like, we tend to have a big ego about us, and whenever that ego feels vulnerable,
Sure,
man, like, I wouldn't, like, I'm not a liar, but I'm just saying, like, I think it's a typical pattern that you get defensive, and when you
Right.
get defensive, you try to I guess enhance the truth or just tell a flat out fucking lie. So like example of enhancing the truth, right? Be like, oh yeah, you know, like if somebody's like making fun of your, you know, how much money you make or something, be like,
right.
man, I used to make fucking, you know, 6 figures at my old job, you know what I mean? I used to make 6 figures, because you're trying to make yourself look better than you are.
Right.
Now, you're doing that because they were clowning you because of how much money you make. So you embellish the truth a little bit, when in reality, your ass was making like, you know, 70K. But you
Or
just bumped it
60K.
all the way up about, 60K, but your ass bumped it up about 30, 40K because you wanted to say 6 figures to make yourself look better.
Right.
And then they start calling you out on the lie, and then you get even more defensive. So then you
Right.
pile on another lie.
Right.
You're like, yeah, man, I was running that joint. Nah, nigga, you was about 7th in command in that shit.
Yo, bro, that's actually a good point too, right? And you know, it's not like we haven't lied before, right? But you know, to be a perpetual liar is kind of like what we're talking about, right? You know, I've noticed like dudes that do that kind of stuff, right? Like dudes that lie a lot, bro, like their whole life almost becomes a lie, because they just constantly lying, and then you're lying to cover up this lie, and then next thing you know, you're lying to cover up 4 lies ago. And I'm like, bro, like that is just too much mental gymnastics to be even like, you know, just thinking and processing through your head. You're like, oh shit, I said that 3 lies ago, so I got to make sure that, you know, the lie that I tell now is, you know, corresponding with that one. I'm like, nah, bro, not.
And
for
then
me,
you
bro.
just start to forget who the fuck you even were to begin with. Like, you forget
Right.
which one was the lie, which one was the truth. It starts to affect your memory. You're like, wait a minute. Wait. Nah, yeah, I have always been a broke ass motherfucker. Why did I think for a second that I used to be rich? I was never rich. I never had it like that. Like, what the fuck? Your identity just starts to fucking fall apart.
Yeah. And guys, like, you know, hold on 1 second. Let me make sure that my earphones is good for this one. All right, we in business now.
That was a lot of dead air for a podcast. I might just cut that out.
Yeah, you know, another thing too, guys, right? I get the fact that girls, you know, they almost like liars, right? Like if a girl comes out with a, you know, a tight red dress or a tight white dress, and she's like, babe, do you think this dress makes me look fat? And you just go and be like, yeah, it makes you look fat. She's not gonna like it, even though it's the truth, right? If you tell her, and she obviously, okay, let me back this up. Let's just say you got a girlfriend, right? No judgment here, but maybe she's a little bit on the heavier side. You know what I mean? She got a fupa. She got just love handles busting out the side of her jeans, right? Whatever. So,
But no judgment, though. Man, this motherfucker Andrew would be like, hey, no judgment, but say you with a fat fuck of a bitch. Like, what the But no judgment, though. No judgment, but say she built like a fucking beluga whale, right? So, and you just try to...
hey, no judgment. I'm just saying for the example, right? It's just for the example. She a heavy set woman, all right? She's a heavy set woman. All right. Now, let's just say this heavy set woman, for example, in make believe land is your girlfriend. Now, when she comes out of that the dressing room with a tight white dress, she's expecting you to be like, babe, you look absolutely amazing in this fucking dress, right? Now, even if she has a visible like kangaroo pouch fupa, even if she's got fucking love handles about to blow off to the other sides, right? If you tell her, nah, babe, that dress makes you look fat, go get another one. If you tell her that shit, she gonna be like, oh, hell no, you did not just tell me the truth. So I get the fact that girls, a lot of times, sometimes, some percentile of the time like liars, right? But for guys, bro, do you know like how dumb you look? We kind of made a little bit of we kind of touched somewhat similar to the past video we dropped. But guys,
man, you are rusty as hell, ain't you?
rusty as fuck, bro. Rusty. But no, but guys, you know, like when you're lying a whole bunch and trying to, you know, hype yourself up to be bigger than you are, or, you know what I mean? Like lie to cover 2-3 lies ago. Eventually, bro, you get found out and you just look like a big old fucking doofus, bro. You just look like a fucking doofus. And then next thing you know, like your fucking respect, everything about you, your aura, bro, it just goes down, dude. And then everybody's going to know you as a fucking liar. And you just don't want to be known as that kind of a guy. You know what I'm trying to say? Just talks out of his ass all the time. And then people just don't take you seriously. And then your reputation goes down as a guy. You know what I mean? You just don't want to do that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's an age-old story. It's kind of adjacent to The Boy Who Cried Wolf, except if instead of lying that you need help, and then when you actually do need help, nobody comes, it's like lying that you're this, you know, big shot, and then when you actually start doing shit, everybody's so skeptical of everything that you say because you've been caught in so many lies. So what you're doing is, you know, you're lying to try to, you know, make yourself look better in the eyes of these people that you're talking to. But then when you actually do stuff that will make you look better authentically, you're losing potential supporters who may actually, you know, have been there for you because they can't believe a fucking word that comes out of your mouth.
Right.
And this is coming from, I think I'm equating this a lot to success because I lived in LA for 7 years. And that's what a lot of people lie about is their status. Oh my fucking goodness, dude! Like,
oh, bro,
so I think
that's
the first thing that came to. Yeah, I think that's the first thing that came to mind because that's what so many people fucking lie about, dude. And then I say some shit about myself, and I'm not a liar. But guess what? People live in the same fucking city get lied to all the time. So when I say something kind of crazy about my life, people want to try to pick it apart. They're skeptical about it because I'm being judged based on other motherfuckers. Right. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, sure. You know, you kicked it with so-and-so. I bet you just saw him across the street. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, yeah, sure. You fucking met so-and-so and you got his phone number. Yeah, okay. I bet that's what happened. Like, I can't even say nothing in that city because y'all motherfuckers ruined it. It's one bad apple ruins a whole fucking bunch. You know what I mean? So I just learned to keep shit to my fucking self. Or get some fucking videographic evidence. But then again, I don't really give a fuck what people think about me. So I don't need no fucking evidence. You know, believe it or not. You know what I mean? Believe me or not, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I'm talking a lot about status and financial situations and shit like that because that's what I've been lied to a lot in the past. Not to mention fucking lying about what you can do for other people as artists. Like, bro, like there was this... You know, I'm not even going to get into that. But I would just say, like, if you're telling somebody that you can do A, B, and C because you got these fucking connections, and all you're doing is basically using them for their money and not doing anything in return, you a fucking scumbag piece of shit.
Yeah,
that's all I'm going to fucking say.
That's all
I'm going to fucking say. Mm-hmm.
Nah, bro. Yeah, no, it's relatable to a lot of things, right? You know, like I'm a blue collar guy. You know, like some of the spots that I frequent, you know what I mean? There's a lot of like poser blue collar guys that come in there, poser, you know, just Western lifestyle people that portray. And you know, again, bro, like if you want to fucking be a mechanic, if you want to be a fucking cowboy, whatever the case may be, either do it or just tell people flat out, hey, I'm not a fucking cowboy, but I really like the culture and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like me on camera right now, I don't cowboy. You know what I mean? I know my way around a horse. I love the lifestyle, but I do not cowboy. You know what I'm trying to say? And if you flat out like that, people fucking, oh, shit, okay, cool. Now, yeah, I get a little bit brownie points because I know the horse side. I know the wrangling side of things. But, you know, I think a lot of guys, too, you try to fucking lie about bullshit about how much money you make to girls and guys and how much status you really have and how much you a fucking black belt in jiu-jitsu and used to get into a whole bunch of fights back in the day. It's because you're not like willing to put in the work to actually be that guy and then let your reputation just speak for it fucking self. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
yep, that's another one, bro. That's another one. People lying about their fucking fight record and people lying about the violence that they've gone through and like, oh, I've never lost a fight. Like I bet fucking half the motherfucking people, if not more, that have ever told me I've never lost a fight in my fucking life. I bet you they got their ass beat one time, and they just don't want the fucking world to know. So they would never fucking admit it. You know what I mean? The motherfucker that says like I've only lost one fight, even they might be lying. Motherfuckers would be like, yeah, I lost a couple fights, but you know it happens. That's the motherfucker that you believe. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go one step more than that. I've been in hella fights, unfortunately, because you know what I mean. I got picked on as a kid. You know, just everything. I got jumped multiple times. Guess what? I'm gonna go on the internet and let people know. Number one, that shit don't make you fucking cool. I wish I never got into those fights in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? And number two, you know I'm telling the fucking truth because most of the fights I lost, bro. Most of the fights I lost. Now I still squared up. And I did my thing.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at your little hands, because that's probably what did it. No, I'm joking.
Nah, bro. Like, yeah, like the fight thing, bro. Why I order? Nah. But yeah, nah, bro. Like, yeah, this is a whole bunch of shit that guys lie about, man, and it just makes you look fucking stupid, and your reputation kaputs. You know, as a guy, a lot of times, you know, all you got is your reputation, your word, and just a couple things that, you know, people judge you on, right? And you don't want those things to go to, you know, hell in a handbasket because you out here trying to fucking make people like you. But in retrospect, you're actually making people hate you by lying a whole bunch, right? But anyway, all right, that's enough of that. I wanted to actually touch on the serious stuff, right? Not to say that stuff wasn't serious, but how should I jump into this topic? You know, I think a lot of guys, Ted, and you know, I want to hand this off to you, so that way you can build upon. I think a lot of guys, bro, they don't understand the value of like brotherhood, friendship, what that can do for you. You know what I'm trying to say? And you know, I think a lot of guys try to basically fill that void that maybe you would be having with a very, very healthy male friend group, tribe that you're doing shit with, traveling with, you know, working out with and stuff like that. I think a lot of guys nowadays are missing that key component in their life, right? And they're trying to fulfill that dead space with girls. You know what I'm trying to say? And I think that's going to lead you to a lot of problems. What you got to say about that?
Man, so Andrew, you know, gave me a little debriefing before we started this recording, and he told me about this topic. And this didn't even come to mind until you just said it again, that low key, bro, because I got my boys. I got the Rowdy boys, but we also very spread out. You know what I mean? Drew and Pringle are in Oregon. Tamim's in New York. We see each other, you know, once a year, pretty much, maybe twice, right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I would say I think that some of us see others like more often. You know what I mean?
A couple times
more.
I
feel like, yeah, because I think one year I probably saw Tamim like 3 times, and that was cool because I think he came to LA twice. You know what I mean, or something like that. But anyway, point is, when you said it the second time, it made me realize that describes me to a fucking T right now, dog.
Really? Okay,
Bruh.
Talk about it, bro.
And I'm going to talk about it because, look, and I'm being very vulnerable and being very open with y'all. So I moved away from Texas when I was 15 years old, right? And, you know, I had some friends when I lived here initially. And I moved away 12 years. I was like, you know, 5 years in Hawaii, 7 years in LA. I came back. I don't really know anybody like I used to, right? So I have family, but I don't have homies here at all. I have family. I got coworkers that I see, you know what I mean, 40 hours a week. And that's pretty much it. So ever since I touched down here, I think just subconsciously, I've just been fucking meeting up with girl after girl after girl after girl after girl, dog. Ever since I fucking landed. Been fucking swiping like crazy, fucking meeting up with them, fucking bringing them to my place or going to their place or whatever the case may be. I've been doing it fucking like a lot. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to sound like a slut, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? And I think part of that is because I'm trying to fill that void. Because, you know, in LA, I had a lot of friends. You know, over the course of 7 years, I had people I could just hit up. Hey, let's have a beer. Hey, let me come over to your crib. Hey, what's going on tonight? All right, let's go out to the bar. You know what I mean? I built that over 7 years. I've only been back for like, you know what I mean, 6 months. or 7 months or whatever. I got back. It's late September. So 6 months.
Yeah.
And I haven't really been making an effort to, create a friend group here, have some homies. When I've performed, I've met other artists, and those are potential friends that I could be kicking it with, but I don't actually make the effort to like hit them up and like record with them. I don't make the effort to actually like go, like if they have a show going on, go to the show support. You know what I mean? And that effort is a big part of making new friends, right?
Oh,
showing
absolutely.
that effort, showing them that you actually want to be a part of their life, showing them that you fuck with them, and growing a bond through common interests, right? I haven't been making that effort. Even though they've invited me out to places, I haven't gone. Even though, you know what I mean, I haven't made that effort. But what I have made an effort on is piping down these hoes. So I'm realizing, I think that's where it comes down. I think that's what it boils down to. You know what I mean? Because I was like, damn, like I'm fucking like back in college right now. You know what I mean? It's a problem.
Right.
But I think it's because I moved to a place where I no longer have friends. So I feel like I really need to work on this. So, you know what I mean? I'm turning from a co-host to a viewer right now. Whatever talking points you have, I'm all ears. You know what I mean? I'm a viewer right now. So let me know what the fuck I need to do. Because right now I'm starting to realize, I have this exact problem.
Yeah, no, bro, and literally the first talking point that I got over here, it says don't try to create surface level friendships. So let's talk about that, right? All right, so guys, I think whenever we try to like make friends and you try to find like that your group, right? Like your group and stuff like that. And then you keep branching out and you guys slowly start getting more dudes in there and stuff like that. I think one of the main things that you got to go for, bro, obviously every friendship starts with a surface level connection, right? Like y'all not just, oh, wow, yo, bro, let's come hang out for the first time. We bros. No. It doesn't happen that way, right? But, you want to get around people with very, very, similar values and stuff as you, right? In positive ways, right? So, like, people that are pursuing their passions, they're, locked in with, business and work and, you know what I mean? They, like, taking care of themselves and shit like that because, we always preach the same thing. I like to make sure that guys are doing good physically, financially, spiritually, emotionally, all that stuff, right? So, when you're on that journey to become the best self for you as a guy, you need to, have that support group. And where are you going to get that support group from? You know what I'm trying to say? That's going to be from your friends, right? And that's where making strong friendships, not surface level ones where y'all just fucking maybe video game. And, not to say that video gaming and stuff like that. I'm talking more like in-person connection, right? Video games, yeah, you can have your homies that you game with and shit, right? Online. But like in person, these are the homies. They're gonna drive when you 8 hours away, in a fucking a damn U-Haul with a trailer attached to it to come get your flat tire having ass, right? That's the kind of friends that you want to make. And for me, living out here in the Pacific Northwest, bro, I got people like that now. You know what I mean? I got people like that. Yep. If I'm fucking stuck in Wyoming, this motherfucker is gonna drive with a damn with a U-Haul trailer to come get my ass, right? And then drive me back.
If you getting jumped, your homie's gonna come through with about 3 other niggas, and they gonna figure it out.
yeah. Nah, but I think like how I just said in the beginning of the video or the beginning of this topic, you don't need girls to fulfill your life. In fact, I would say it's detrimental to you as a guy if you start putting her in those roles that guys are supposed to be fulfilling for you. You know what I'm trying to say? Like working out with the homies and, being locked in with the bros for a period of time and building yourself and stuff like that. If you try to make a girl that, bro, she, like a lot of times for some fucking reason, they just get turned off by it. Like, ooh, you're too needy. You're too attached to me. Oh, what the hell? They just kind of get grossed out by that shit. You know what I'm trying to say?
I'm listening. I told you I'm a viewer. No, hey, are y'all listening too? Tune in. You know what I mean? Andrew's spitting facts. No, I'm joking. So yeah, absolutely. Like, there's a space for, you know what I mean, your non-romantic friends, and there's a space for romantic interests. And if you try to force romantic interests into these non-romantic roles, Yeah, sometimes it'll work out. You know, I'm not speaking in generalities and saying that it's not going to work out, but oftentimes it's not going to be as valuable as somebody that, you know, is not a romantic interest, a homie, a brother that you know what I mean, you don't have those distractions, and you know, there's not that added layer of, you know what I mean, there's a lot of jealousy and stuff like that when it comes to like budding romantic interest. There's a lot of drama that, you know, may start, that kind of stuff. All that shit's out the window. You with the fucking homies, you know what I mean? And y'all building and y'all upping each other and rooting for each other and shit, and that's just by default. Ain't no extra fucking A, B, and C, X, Y, Z going on when it comes to a nice solid foundation of a brotherly friendship.
Oh yeah.
And a mutually beneficial one at that, right? You cannot replace that. You cannot replace that equally. You can try, but I'll say this, because you mentioned the gym. I've never had a gym session with a romantic interest that was even fucking 10% as useful as a gym session with the boys.
Oh yeah.
That shit has never happened. It has never fucking happened, bro.
Right.
They either yapping too goddamn much. They fucking y'all ain't on each other's level, so you can't really like work out exactly together. You know what I mean? I've never worked out with no muscle mommy, so you know, I've just never experienced that.
Right,
but
right. That might be the only exception
not,
to that.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know there's some women out there that can not bench, this overall, you know, lift a lot more than my ass can. But I just haven't experienced that, right? So you're not on each other's level, so you can't, like, you have to, I don't know, it's just too complicated, because you got to keep fucking adjusting the weights for each other, and then she wants to do this, but you want to do that. I've even gotten to full-blown fucking arguments because I'm trying to push I was trying to push my ex in the gym to do better, because she was sandbagging. She was fucking sandbagging that shit, and I was trying to push her to do better, do some workouts that she didn't want to do that I knew was going to be beneficial to her. Right. And it was just disrespect coming back to me. And I'm like, why are you disrespecting me? I'm trying to do what's best for you. You asked me to be like this. You asked me to push you. You asked me to, you know what I mean, test your boundaries and shit. Right. I did it very, very, very lightly. And now I get eyes rolled at me. I get walked away from, all that shit.
You the bad
it's
guy.
Like, now I'm the fucking bad guy. So you don't have to worry about that shit with the homies, dog. You know what I mean? Especially if you can talk to your homies and keep it real. You know what I mean? Hey, stop being a bitch. Fucking get under that bar. Stop being a fucking bitch. What you scared of this for? Be a fucking man. Lift that shit. Yeah, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, if you can actually keep it real with your homies, and they can actually receive that shit, and you can dish it and take it, bro, y'all gonna both show, like, help each other get progress. And I've just never fucking experienced that with a female, bro. At least not a female that I'm like romantically interested in.
No,
there's just too much. There's too many more factors that just cause distraction. Like, what's that motherfucker looking at? Why is he looking at my girl? Like, you don't got to worry about that with the homies. You know what I mean?
Nah, bro. You know, my bad. Fucking whole bunch of phlegm just came up. I was like, you know, it just sounded like an old man.
That's because you finna start spitting. That's because you finna start spitting. Real. So go ahead.
All I do is talk shit and swallow spit. No, I'm just nah, bro. Like how you said, bro. Like, again, bro. Like, you cannot. And guys make this mistake all the time, right? Because, all right, let me dial this back a little bit, right? This kind of gets into my next talking point, and then we're gonna reel that back into what you were saying. You know, back in the day, right? Back in the day. You know, I don't know what that day was, but back in the day, maybe you could have expected a girl to be taking a little bit more on her plate when it comes down to her significant other, right? So, you know, maybe back in the day, yeah, she might have, you know, you could have tagged her in, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you know, this tag team wrestling championship right now, I'm going to tag you in, girl. So you're going to be my emotional support. You're going to be my cook. You're going to be my helper when I'm fixing the engine of this blown head gasket. Or the engine of this blown head gasket. You're going to be my helper when we fixing up this blown head gasket. You know, you could have thrown a whole lot more, and I think girls would have went for that ride, right? Nowadays in 2025, bro, I don't expect girls to be helping out guys like how they used to be, bro. I just don't expect it. I'm not trying to say that there's not girls out there like that. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not trying to say that there might not be a fucking country bitch out there in Butte, Montana that might, you know what I mean, get underneath the car with me and jack it up. You know what I mean? Drop this 350 transmission. I'm not saying that might exist. You know what I'm trying to say? It might exist. You know, in matter of fact, there's a very likelihood that there's some girl out there that can maybe wrench as much as I need it, right? But what I am trying to say, bro, 2025, right? That's crazy to even say that, bro. We was doing this video in 2024 just a couple of months ago. Golly. But
time is escaping us, brother. We are getting old.
Hey, yeah, talk about that, right? Before we get in, time is escaping us, and we getting unk status over here. I'm turning fucking 30 in August, man. So, you know what I'm trying to say? I can't fuck around with y'all no more, all right? So, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, comment in the comment section below, and share this video with a friend, family member, whoever might need this, all right? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, before the Rowdy boys die of old age, you know what I mean? It's right around the corner.
Oh, man. No, but yeah, so in 2025, bro, I just don't expect girls to be doing what they fucking grandmammy and fucking, great grandmammies did. You know what I mean? Like, all these girls do is wear fucking mini skirts and be narcissists and fucking get into abusive, toxic relationships and eat hot chip and scroll TikTok. That's what I'm expecting. I'm not trying to say that it's fucking happening 100% of the time. That's what I'm expecting, right? So, and, you know, a lot of the fucking videos and podcasts we're watching about girls, because every guy's seen it, right? Like, how a lot of these girls are kind of delusional and they just kind of live in, like, la-la land. It puts a lot of guys off, and I just don't think that we can put the same load that grandmammy potentially might have had from grandpappy on these fucking 2025-year-old, 2025-year, how do you say that? Year 2025 women.
Oh, yeah. These women in the year 2025, something like that.
Yeah. You know I'm rusty as hell.
So
it took me fucking like a minute to take that out.
Before I continue with my next thought, I just want to mention something that I don't think you can notice, Andrew. But this happened in the other video too. So I forgot to charge my light, and that shit is just slowly dimming over time. So right now in the camera, I'm looking dark as hell compared to the beginning of the video. It's because the light is dying. So by the end of this video, I'm gonna be looking like a goddamn shadow, I'm already kind of looking like a shadow right now, just some eyes and teeth. But I'm gonna try to fix it in post, just like the other video, so that I can keep giving y'all this quality content. Not to mention, yesterday I ordered a ring light, just like I used to have in the other videos. So once that ring light comes in, I don't have to worry about this lighting issue, right? So apologies in advance, because at some point I'm gonna be looking like a damn silhouette, like when somebody's on the news but they trying to stay anonymous, so you just see their fucking their damn silhouette and be like, yeah, so I was just walking my dog and then I saw this motherfucker pull out a gun. You know what I mean? Like, just staying anonymous. I'm gonna be looking anonymous as hell in about 10 minutes.
Bro, you're going to be looking like a damn sleep paralysis demon.
Exactly. But with that being said, yeah, and especially with like younger girls, right? Like, you can't really expect them to be there for you in your time of need like your homies can, because a lot of younger women, I feel like, are just kind of thinking about themselves. You don't really see a whole lot of like selflessness until you get like a little bit older. So like early 20s and shit, like you ask a fucking girl for help, romantic interest, whatever the case may be. If it doesn't benefit her, or if it's inconvenient to her, I gotta drive 20 minutes to see you, to help you. Yeah, and she's just turned off by it, and she's just like, never mind. Like, how many fucking dates? Yeah, how many fucking dates or meetups have you had canceled by 20-something-year-old, and just last minute leave your ass high and dry, and you're just like, damn, this is why the fuck I don't talk to women this age, bro, because they're not reliable. Like, right. And I'm speaking in generalities, but like, just a lot of the times they're just not reliable. Man, I'm looking dark. And so as they get a little bit older, I feel like they start to be a little bit more reliable. And I think it's because like they start to kind of adopt that motherly intuition, not intuition, but that motherly trait, you know what I mean, of actually like looking after and caring for your people and the people that you care about and you love and stuff. Not to mention, if you've built a rapport with them, it's more likely that they'll do something that's inconvenient to them in order to help you out. If you just mean these fucking, you know what I mean, these young girls, and you expect them to even fucking scratch your back, you are in for a rude fucking awakening, my friend. She's like, scratch your back? I just got my nails done. I ain't gonna fucking
Dude,
hell
that is
no,
so true.
you know?
That is so true, bro. Dude, and bro, that is so fucking true, dude, because they grew up in a time where, like, either through social media and the internet or in real life, guys don't expect anything from girls in return, right? So, like, back in the day, maybe, for example, if you wanted to approach a girl, right? Or if both y'all like looking at each other eye and eye, she might let that pencil go, right? So she's doing a little bit of effort on her part, right? Drop that pencil so that way you can fucking go and be like, hey, how you doing, Becky? I just saw you drop your pencil. Haha. What are you doing? This Friday? You want to go bowling? You know what I'm trying to say? So they had to put a little bit of skin in the game. You know what I mean? But these girls nowadays, they never fucking grew up with having any skin in the game. No guy's been like, hey, you know what? We're going to have you put some skin in the game. You know what I mean? Like, guys just doing shit just to do shit because they're girls, right? They want to fuck. So I think, like how you said, bro, yeah, especially younger girls, yeah, nah, fucking forget it.
Nah, they will not fucking, bro, they won't do shit for you. Like you said in the other video.
Bro, like they won't even piss out a fire that you're on. They'd be like, yo, you got to pay me. You got to cash at me.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, just like you said in the other video, it made me laugh hard as hell. You're like, I've never even gotten a piece of gum from a bitch, let alone have her pay my bills. Like, you're like, how are these motherfuckers getting away with this? He said, I ain't never even gotten a piece of gum.
Fucking stories, and I'm just like, I'm honestly starting to get annoyed with it, bro, because I'm just thinking to myself here, I've never had a girl give me a damn pack of chewing gum, and these guys over here is getting girls to pay for fucking rent and they cheating on these hoes. I'm telling you, bro. Hey, that kind of jumps us off to the next topic, right? Well, not the next topic, the next talking point. I don't think, bro, this is going to sound a little... I don't know how the internet's going to take it, right? But, like the way I operate, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, I'm almost 30. Oh, shit. Let me get myself back in focus. I'm almost 30 years old in August, right? Well, I turned 30 in August. But anyway, a lot of dudes don't tell their boys, you know what I mean? Like, again, we're not talking superficial friendship, you know what I mean? Like, these your boys, you locked in together. Y'all fucking, you know what I mean? Y'all would ride or die for each other, all that stuff, right? We talking those kind of guys. A lot of dudes don't tell they don't tell their bros that they love them. You know what I'm trying to say? So the dude, because, a lot of times guys, we kind of stupid like this. We just get in our head and be like, man, dog, I'm kind of lonely when you have all this love around you, but you just never hear it, right? So like the other guys that are around you, all you're hearing is, come on, lift that weight up, pussy. Hey, come on, we got to get up at 6 a.m. to build this business. That's all you're hearing, right? Is that tough building phase that you're going through your bros. But you don't know in actuality that those bros that are doing that for you, they actually fucking love you, right? So I'm gonna say, for this point, you know what I mean? Like, let your boys know, like, drop it over there occasionally. Like, hey, bro, I love you, man. You know what I'm trying to say? I love you, bro. Like, I love the fact that you're in my life, man. You a fucking brother to me, And I think guys need to hear that a little bit more, bro, because too many dudes out here trying to replace brotherly love, right? Brotherly love with fucking romantic love from a woman, and that love a lot of times is fleeting, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Especially 2025. She leave your ass for the, you sneeze too hard, or you sneeze weird, or your eyebrow was weird today. She gone, right? But the dudes, you make sure that you tell your bros, you tell your boys and your bros that you love them. Hey, all of a sudden they're like, man, dog, yeah, it was kind of nice to hear that, bro. Like, damn, I didn't know he felt that way about me. You know what I mean? Like,
right,
dog.
Shit. Homies over hoes. Homies over hoes. Homies over hoes. Do the home, man. Do the home, man.
Do the home, man. Nah. What you got to say about that, though, bro?
Yeah, man. A lot of dudes, man, golly. I'm gonna fix it in post, dog, but it's getting bad. It's getting bad. A lot of men are just like they're afraid of or have a affinity toward showing love and showing appreciation to their homies. And I think that's one thing that really brings the Rowdy Boys close together is none of us are too fucking manly and too fucking cool to just call up one of the other homies and just be like, hey, bro, how you doing? I'm just checking on you, bro. You know what I mean? I love you and just, making sure that you straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we've all done that with each other. Just I'll be sitting around and, I'll be thinking about Pringle, you know what I mean? And I'll just be thinking about stuff that he's gone through and stuff that he has said, like things like, oh, I was going through this, and that, and I didn't reach out to y'all, and I should have reached out to y'all. I'll just think about shit and just randomly be like, let me call Darwin. And the only point of that call is to be like, hey, how you doing, bro? You good? What's going on in your life? I'm just checking in on you, bro. Right. I love you, man. You know what I mean? I just want to make sure that you're straight. And, he'll give me a rundown and then we'll talk. And like, he's shown me a lot of love. Andrew showed me a lot of love. Tamim's a little more closed off emotionally, but like he does still like have his way of showing love and appreciation and shit like that.
He says it too. He says it too. He just kind of like going through his own shit out there in New York City.
yeah. Exactly. And the important thing is that you feel that love from him. You know what I mean? You feel that love, especially like, in person, like you said, like you really feel that bond and that, like if any of these pieces were out of my life, bro, if anything happened to Andrew, if anything happened to Darwin, if anything happened to Tamim, bro, I would be fucking destroyed, bro. I'd be fucking destroyed. I would not be the same man, bro, because these motherfuckers have turned into family over the years. You know what I mean? I've probably, bro, I'll say it like this. If one of y'all were to pass away, I've handled deaths in the family better than I would have handled that shit, bro. I've handled like, oh damn, Granny died. Oh my God, you know what I mean? Shed a tear. God damn. Well, she lived a long life, bro. Bro, if I picked up a phone, one of y'all motherfuckers died, I'd be like, oh man. God damn, did you hear that shit? Holy shit. I just broke my desk. That's exactly what the fuck would happen. I mean, I just start breaking shit, dog. This fucking screw just fell. You know what I mean? Fucking
that was not planned, by the way. That was all candy.
That was not fucking planned. I slammed the table. I heard some ting ting ting. That would have been funny if this whole desk just started falling apart. But but yeah, man. So like that, like I don't remember my original point, honestly, but just show love to your homies and let them know that you care about them, that you love them, that you're there for them, and that you have an open door if they ever need you to reach out to you, that kind of shit. And a lot of the times with romantic interests, they'll say the same thing. You know what I mean? They'll say the same thing. Hey, if you're in a tough spot, just call on me. I got you. You know what I mean? A lot of these, man, it's dirty out here in these streets, and y'all already know.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of the times, you hit up that romantic interest. You're like, hey, I need you to come to XYZ, and I need you to do A, B, and C. And she won't even pop the other nigga's dick out of her mouth in order to fucking come help your ass, because she over there getting fucked by somebody else.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's dirty like that.
It is what it is. It's dirty in these streets, dog. And she'll say, oh, I'm busy hanging out with family. You know what I mean?
Yeah, family. You about to create a whole family with all
you trying to create a family, bitch. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm over here taking care of the kids. Nah, bitch, you got some niggas' kids on your face right now. Like, that shit.
She's over here taking care of the kids because she's over here guzzling kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Another man's kids in their fucking tonsils. Nah, but,
right. Yeah. All right, but we gotta let's go and wrap this up, because bro, I'm looking like motherfucking bro. I'm starting to blend. Holy shit, it's bad, bro. I look like a fucking shadow, dog. It's bad. It's bad. Man, look, I'm gonna cut this shit off and see how bad it could get. Oh.
All right,
hold up. Oh, nah, yeah, this looks like a fucking anonymous interview right now.
Yeah, you look at like, yeah, they're just interviewing the damn Cartello.
Yeah, like I'm a fucking, like I'm a child actor who was on Nickelodeon. No, I'm a child actor who was on Nickelodeon, and I don't want to reveal my identity. I'm like, yeah, so Dan Schneider, fucking. All right, I gotta cut that out. I gotta cut that out. All right, I'm gonna turn this back on. I don't, but we gonna see how long this shit lasts. But anyway, you got any more talking points?
No, I mean, I think it's a good way to leave this on right here. But would you say, bro, a lot of dudes, maybe they got like their bros and shit like that around them, and they got a good, good network, good, just good bros around them. But sometimes, you know what I mean, like guys be getting in our head. Would you agree that like sometimes like just from the dudes not hearing that their boys love them and care for them and shit like that? A lot of times dudes will get in their head and be like, fuck, nobody loves me. I gotta go get me a girl now, and then she gonna love me the way that, you know what I mean? Like I'm imagining in my head that my boys don't love me.
Yeah, bro. I've even let whole friendships run a long course before I tell this motherfucker like, hey, you know what I mean? Man to man, bro, I just want to let you know, like, I really fuck with you. You're doing this with your life. I'm proud of you every time you come to me with like good news. And even if you come to me with not so good news, I'm still rooting for you because I know you're gonna get past it because you're an intelligent man. You know, you're a capable man, and just so you know, I'm here for you, bro. And I want to see you succeed. You know what I mean? And then they'll go, and it breaks my heart. You know, sometimes when they go, damn, I didn't even know you fucked with me like that, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it makes you realize, fuck, man, I don't do this enough. Like they like, I didn't even know you really like cared about me like that, to be honest with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of the times as us men can be very nonchalant. Right. Or just invulnerable, and you know we don't open up like that. And then you gotta be like, nah, bro, I've fucked with you since day one, dog. Like you are a star in my eyes, bro. You are a star, and you gonna be somebody, bro. I you know what I mean? So, but to your point about, you know, hey, I'm not getting the love from and the appreciation from the homies. I'm gonna, you know, start swiping and, you know, try to build this artificial, you know, friendship, this surface level friendship through lust with women. Yeah, it's just not gonna equate to the same. You know what I mean? Because guess what? Like, if it's like, say, you know, God forbid that same chick that you trying to get some respect and appreciation and love from, you know what I mean? But really, the friendship is just, the foundation is just lust. If you were to go in a fucking swimming hole, you know what I mean, get your dick chomped off by a fucking alligator tomorrow, she would not be fucking with you because you cannot please her. The second you can't please her, shit, she gonna hop to somebody else, bro. She gonna be like, hey, I'm here for you if you need a friend. like you know, you get your dick chopped off by an alligator, your homie's gonna be fucking laughing at you, and ain't shit gonna change. You know what I mean? Ain't shit gonna change. Right. Because it's not rooted in anything that has to do with what you can do for them. You know, low key, my point is starting to sound a little gay, but just bear with me here. It's like, what I'm saying is, your homie doesn't give a fuck if you have a dick or not. You know what? Never mind.
Oh my gosh. Pause your ass right now. Pause your ass right now, motherfucker. Holy shit.
What I'm saying is, you know what? I'm gonna throw it back to you, Andrew. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
No, I got you. Nah, bro. So, you know, just to kind of give y'all like a little bit of example, right? What you can do to really like show your boys, right? Sometimes you get in your head, right? Or maybe you see one of your boys kind of getting in their head a little bit, right? Like, motherfucker just overthinks a lot, right? Like, it was one of our boys' birthday last week, right? We threw a surprise birthday party for him. I'm talking cake, candles, balloons, all that shit. You know what I mean? Like what you would get at like fucking 5, 6 years old, right? That your parents would do for you, right? How many guys, bro, right? Deep down, they're like, man, I wish somebody did some fucking shit for my birthday. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, yeah, all right, we might be a little too cool for school, right? Like, oh yeah, we big bad man and we got mustaches and hairy chests and muscles and shit, and we ride horses and we shoot AR-15s. But deep down, you know what I mean? Once in a while when the birthday comes, and you know, the only thing you get is a happy birthday from the boys and shit, which is cool, right? At least you got somebody doing that for you. But deep down, we like, man, I wish somebody fucking, you know, took me back to when I was 5, 6 years old, threw a whole surprise birthday party for me. You know what I'm trying to say? Now, just doing something little like that. You know what I'm trying to say? Doing something little like that gets to the guys that you showing this to. It gets into his head like, man, dog, I got people that really fucking care and love me. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, nah. In my 20s, bro. In my 20s, I'm 28 right now. In my 20s, I have had 2 birthday parties from age 20 to 28. You know what I mean? I've had 2 birthday parties, my 21st and my 26th. And my 21st, my roommates kind of devised a plan with my now ex, and me and her were gonna go to Disneyland, right? But Disneyland was never gonna happen. So, you know, I get all ready and shit. My roommates are on the roof barbecuing, and she's like, she said something. They said something to make me go up to the roof, right? Because the grill of the apartment was on the roof. They said something to make me go up on the roof, and I go up to the rooftop, and there's fucking decorations all on the fucking rooftop.
Right.
They were barbecuing for my birthday party, and I come upstairs and I see all these decorations, and then she's behind me. She pops the damn confetti popper. My roommate pops the confetti popper. I got people that I didn't even know were in the area. You know what I mean? My friends, her friends, my roommate's friends, all there, and they're like, "Happy birthday, motherfucker!" Yeah. Bro, I don't remember if I cried, but I might have cried because I felt so fucking loved, bro.
Right.
And then, you know, I went to Texas to actually celebrate my 21st because this was like a couple weeks before it. And when I was in Texas, I went to the bar, celebrated my 21st with some friends. 26th, you know, my 26th birthday, I celebrated in my boss's old crib. And he brought a shit ton of his friends. I brought some of my friends. That shit was lit. 2 birthdays, you know what I mean? 2 birthdays were actually like celebrated, and people were actually like planning shit for me and bringing people, and it was lit as fuck. You know what I mean? And besides that, I've either fucking worked through my birthday, stayed home and didn't do shit, or I had some, you know, some dinner. You know what I mean? Like going out for dinner. You know what I mean? That I probably paid for. So it's like,
bro, that's the thing too, right? And I got basically this. I'm gonna transition into basically the same thing, but my original point that was in my head, bro, like. You know, as guys, we're so locked in. This is what I'm talking about, right? We're like so locked into just doing the fucking day-to-day, try to build your business, try to get a better body, try to be the best that you can. You know what I'm trying to say? All these kind of things. We're so locked in, right? That we just fucking forget that the boys around us, the people around us actually love and care for you. You know what I'm trying to say? And one of those ways that you can show that is, you know, when the motherfucker's birthday comes around, you know, you just make him feel like a little kid again. You know what I mean? Birthday cake and fucking candles and all that shit and fucking confetti poppers and balloons. Oh, yeah. You like, damn, dog. Wow, y'all actually really planned this shit out. All right, cool. You know?
Yep.
And transition into the point that was in my head originally. Bro, I've mentioned this before, talking about doing this with family. But, bro, how many times, bro, have we made the fucking effort to plan an amazing day with a girl that did not give a fuck about us? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Bro, how many times have we fucking planned the whole thing and fucking we're like, oh, I'm going to wear this. I'm going to take her out here. Afterwards, we're going to go here. And you had the whole day fucking planned just for this bitch to bail on you. You know what I'm trying to say? A girl that doesn't give 2 fucks about if you drop dead right now. You know what I'm trying to say? But guys cannot put that same energy out for the boys, for the homies that fucking love and appreciate you. You know what I'm trying to say? And like.
That's facts. Yep.
Bro,
when it comes to lust, you put a lot more effort into a fucking surface level relationship than you will with your homies. Yeah. You ain't going you like if you gonna spend $200 on dinner for a girl that would leave your ass in an instant, but you ain't gonna spend $200 throw your homie a birthday party.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? That's what I'm trying to say. Or just like, I'm not even talking like, birthday party's one thing, right? I'm saying like you just pop outside, like he gets off of work, right? Like we all the boys know when the fucking, like I know when he gets off of work, I know when he gets off of work or his day off is. You just pop outside of his house, have a fucking cigar or some shit, right? And you just like, hey, bro, I got a nice. What's going on there?
What's going on there, buddy? I thought my light was gonna go out. My camera just turned off for no fucking reason. I had full battery and everything. So yeah, it's the Andrew show right now.
Oh, it's the Andrew show. Why. All right, well, we're gonna be wrapping it up after this. We're just basically drilling this last point home. But oh shit, that could have been inferred a whole bunch of ways. So pause. But
yeah, wrap it up and drill it home. Wrap it up and drill it home, dog.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm about to drill the shit. No, I'm just no, but just doing something like minuscule too. You know what I mean? Like the homie, he put in like fucking 5-6 days. You haven't seen him a whole week, but he's like, hey, bro, I'll be off on Thursday, right? You make the effort to go have a fucking drink and cigar with him or some shit like that, right? Just something minuscule like that where you can show your boys, like, hey, listen, bro, like, listen, you don't gotta go out there and fucking find you a fucking girl to, replace anything for you. You know what I'm trying to say? You don't gotta go out there and find any bullshit because you got people right here that love and care for you. You know what I'm trying to say? And I'm just trying to make the point home, myself included, right? Guys will do the most to get a fucking piece of ass that is pretty much like the deck is just stacked against you. It's like 80 to 90% like stacked against you. Like it's pretty much a high probability you're not gonna get that piece of ass. But we'll go out, fucking do cartwheels and fucking 5 o'clock traffic and fucking, do fucking jump and skip ropes and all this shit, right? And fucking fly off of buildings. And you like,
fucking
man,
play
dog,
Russian roulette for that pussy. Man, bro, motherfuckers will play Russian roulette for that pussy.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Y'all trying to get it. Y'all will get into fucking slap boxing matches for fucking pussy in the middle of the street. So I'm like, dude, if we just give fucking, if we just give our boys just some fucking love and appreciation, a little bit of effort from our side, right? You know what I'm trying to say? It's not on no fucking weird fucking, pride flag type of shit. You know what I mean? I'm just talking just straight up, I'm just like, hey,
that was mad homophobic. Golly.
No, I'm not trying to make it like a gay thing, like, gangstalicious or nothing, right? But like, just on some like bro to bro, like, hey, dude, like, I love you, appreciate you, dog. Hey, let's go over here, bro. I just got fucking I got a nice bottle of scotch, cigar. How was your day, man? And just ask the homie about his day. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, just be there for the bros. And I think if more guys did that, I think the empty void that guys think in their head sometimes, they'll be like, oh shit, nah, man, like I got a fucking good set of people that are around me, and if a girl wants to come into my life, she has to add value. You know what I'm trying to say? Then they'll start to look at girls as an add value, not like, oh, a necessity, right? But
yeah. Don't make a romantic interest like 100% of your self value like that. Oof, that's a bad fucking path to go down.
Yeah.
If your value in yourself, if your self-image relies solely on a romantic interest and the opinion of a romantic interest, this goes for guys and girls. Once you lose them, you are just a shell of your old self.
Oh yeah.
Because if they show you that they no longer give a fuck about you, and you rooted everything that you feel about yourself in this person,
right?
You gonna start not giving a fuck about yourself.
Yeah,
that's bad. That's bad news right there.
That's bad, now, bro.
Me, like I'm very cemented in who I am as a person, right? I'm very cemented in how I feel about myself because I've been on this self-love journey. You know what I mean? Ever since my last relationship. And so whenever a girl exits my life, my fucking immediate thought is, your loss, baby. Your fucking loss.
Right.
Your fucking loss.
Right.
You know what I mean? Good riddance. Good luck to you. You know what I mean? That don't change not a damn thing about my self-image at all. You know what I mean? It doesn't change a goddamn thing. Even if she went off on me and was breaking me down as a human being,
Right.
I'd be like, well, that's your motherfucking opinion, and you
Dude.
have every right to have that, bitch.
Can I just throw this in there while we're just wrapping this video up, bro? Wrapping this video up, we got a whole bunch of innuendos that we're gonna have to say pause for. No, but you know, y'all gonna think this kind of fucking evil, and it kind of low key is, right? Let's just say, for example, a girl got her fucking heart broken from her last relationship, right? She'll be doom scrolling on TikTok, bro, on how to get guys back. And a lot of times, bro, like girls will be sharing like fucking evil tactics and manipulation bullshit on the internet. So the next guy that she goes for, her next victim, she fucking rips his heart out. That's what y'all not ready for. You know what I'm trying to say? That's what y'all not ready for. Because she's like, oh, hell no. I know fucking Chad, Brad, and fucking all these, jocks did not just do me this way. You know what I mean? Now I'm over here just leaking from my eyes and my fucking twat. I'm gonna make the next guy pay with his fucking life. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, that's another one that y'all not ready for.
I mean, that just sounds like some evil ass shit, dude. If you come across a girl like that, bro, run the other fucking way. Golly.
No, like a lot of times you don't know that bitch is doing that, or she's trying to make you obsessed. You know how many times nowadays we hear girls, I just want a guy obsessed with me. Why the fuck you want me to be obsessed with you, bitch? Like, what's there to be obsessed about you? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, You look like the other fucking 50 girls I just seen in fucking Target. So like, what am I supposed to be obsessed with? You know what I'm trying to say? Nah, they want you to be obsessed with them so they can fucking dick you around. It's like, nah, I'm not that, baby. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I got boys that fucking care about me. I got family that fucking care about me. I got a fulfilled life, and none of your fucking bullshit is gonna fucking work on me, right? So
you're saying it's like a power move, like basically like they want your heart in their hands so that if things go well, they can take care of it. If things go bad, they can fucking crush you.
Yes.
And but either way, they have that power to either go left or go right, depending on how you treat them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's facts, man. That's facts. I mean,
you know what I mean?
Honestly, sometimes I've done the same. But I'm a better man now. I'd be like, oh man, this girl is fucking obsessed with me. This girl's ready to tap my name on her body. You know what I mean? Hey, yeah. if she ever crosses me though, if this bitch ever crosses me, Lord have mercy on her soul.
Yeah, man. It be like that out there, bro. It be like that out there. We just want to make sure that guys are, again, healthy, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially. You know what I'm trying to say? And try to build better guys out here through our fucking, fuck ups and, the life that we lived and, grown and seen. We can give some of that advice, right? But, I think we pretty much wrapped that video up pretty well, as much as it's going to get wrapped up, right? You got anything to add before we close out here?
Nah, I think we wrapped that video up real nice. You know what I mean? All the way down to the base.
Yeah, all the way down to the base, damn it. Hey.
Yep.
Hey, if you guys like the video, even if you hate the video, like the video, all right? Comment in the comment section below. Share the video with a friend, family member that could use this. Comment in the comment section below. Hey, and if you haven't been checking us on TikTok, we got a lot more numbers and shit like that, because TikTok over there actually giving us some love. YouTube over here, they like to dick our numbers around. So, TikTok gets a little bit more from us than YouTube. But anyway, yeah. Hope to, we fucking out of here. Fucking out of here, all right? So, all right, we're out of here. Peace.
Peace.